There's a an author, psychiatrist, a guy named Ian McGilchrist.
Yes, I'm familiar with that.
Brilliant. I mean, okay, so he wrote a book called The Master and
Oh,
His
yes,
Emissary.
yes.
About the relationship between the two.
I haven't read it, but it's on my
Okay, have you?
I haven't, no, but it's on my list
man.
for the next couple of years if I can get to it. So yeah, I'm familiar with the thesis, but
it is worth. Yes. So he's trying to describe the relationship between these two hemispheres. The right hemisphere is about being, and the left hemisphere is about doing. Is a simple way to put it. So the right hemisphere takes an impression of the world. Bang, here's what the world looks like as it is. And organizes that information perceptually and starts to hand it over to the left hemisphere. And the left hemisphere likes to identify things. So it gives them names. He goes bang, 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 gives it all these names. And then it'll start to abstract them out of their context. Now that it has a symbol to represent the actual constituent parts of that experience, it can pull them out and start moving them around. And it's like a child taking apart a remote control to figure out how it works. And then it can, when it's super abstract, it can literally manipulate all these things because they're and sometimes just a symbol and no longer the experience itself. And then with the abstraction, it can bring that back to reality, overlay it on reality, and use what it learned to manipulate reality. But because it's about doing, the left hemisphere is about doing, it grasps things. It's about manipulating. It's about playing with these kinds of things. It's actually sort of a predatory part of the brain. So like birds, because they have their eyes on different sides of their head, when they're just looking around, they'll use their left eye, which is connected to their right hemisphere. So the right hemisphere is looking around, but when they need to pick up a seed, they'll turn it and use their right eye, left hemisphere to grab
fascinating.
it. And so these things operate in different ways. And humans will do this too. You can cover people's eyes and have them reach into something that they can't see and try to grab an object. If you have them do it with their right hand, they'll grasp at it. If you have them do it with their left hand, they'll explore. They'll go like this, like feel for it, feel it out. And so what the left hemisphere does is it can get into this place. It's like this Baudrillardian, that's how you say it, hyper reality, where it's just a hall of mirrors and just abstractions off of abstractions after abstractions. And they're pure and they're perfect and everything about them is like sort of divorced from reality though. And so what I'm hearing and what you're describing about this kind of Gnostic and Docetism way of Docetistic way of looking at the world, it is this very abstract that it seems not, it disconnects, it snaps the thread from abstract idea down to concrete reality.
Which leads to a distrust of the body, which I think is, again, we talk about things that are crazy making. I think that's pretty fundamental. If you're all in your head and you can't trust your body, there's a privileging of the kind of
and it has to be. Sorry, it has to be wrong, and in some sense, because as McGilchrist is talking, he's actually warning about this left hemispheric way of going. So he calls the book "The Master and His Emissary," and the master has to be the right hemisphere, and the emissary, his subordinate, has to be the left hemisphere. And the reason for that is because, it's so good. But one of the reasons for that is because all of the information that the left hemisphere gets is from the body, which the right hemisphere has more access to. So this idea that you can just have perfect ideas and somehow overlay them on the world or even understand the world, and to understand as well that your abstraction will interfere with the way that you perceive things, you need to subordinate thought to being.
Absolutely.